Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's class we'll be learning this amazing handbag. Okay, it's super easy and beginner friendly. You can call it a shoulder bag. It's very beautiful and beginner, very easy to make and beginner friendly. Okay, if this is what you are searching for, watch till the end. Okay, this is the measurement for our bag, and this is the material. This is VL material, is leather material, which is measuring 10 inches by 11 inches. You need 2 pieces for it. After getting it, you're going to mark out 5.5 inch. Okay, 5.5 inches. This will enable you to sew your back pockets. Okay, after marking it, you just connect it. Okay, after connecting it, you just cut it out. Just watch please and pay attention. Okay, after that you're just going to cut 8.5 inches of zipper clothes. Okay, after cutting these 8.5 inches of zipper clothes, you insert your zip puller, then you turn it with this little strap. Okay, after that you find your midpoint and notch the midpoints of your zipper clothes. After notching your midpoint of your zipper clothes, you do the same thing to the panel, the one that you've cut into 2. Okay, to my returning subscribers and my viewers, you are welcome. To my new subscribers, you are also welcome. Please just pay attention and be detailed with your work. Okay, so after that you're going to sew your zip clothes to your panel, good side facing good side. Then you stitch it straight. After stitching it straight, you turn it over, you apply your oil, arrange it very well and top stitch it. Okay, so after top stitching it, this is the result. Then you carry the other small part, you repeat the same method. Okay, after that, this is the result. You trim out the excess fabric by the side. Okay, so after trimming out the excess fabric, so you're not going to get 9.5 inches by 11 inches. This is what we are going to work on, 9.5 inches by 11 inches. Okay, we start curving our back. From the downside, you mark 1 by 1 inches, 1 inches by 1 inches. Okay, you mark it, then you curve it. I use my hand to curve it. Please always make your hand to be flexible so that you can be able to get the desired result. So this upside, you're going to mark 1.5 inch. Okay, 1.5 inch. So this 1.5 inch points, you're going to connect it to this 1 inch. Okay, just watch and pay attention. Be detailed with your work, especially with your measurements. Okay, if you buy a fabric that is not straight, make sure that you straighten the measurements before using it, please, so that you have your desired result. So after that, I'm going to find my midpoint and notch it. So after finding the midpoint, I will now mark from that center, from that midpoint, I will now mark downwards 1.5 inch again. From that center, mark 1.5 inch inwardly. Okay, downward. Then you're going to connect it to this other 1.5 inch. Just watch. You're just going to connect it, but just curve it. Okay, just give it a curve shape, please. Just give it a curve shape. So after curving it out, you're now going to cut it out. Can you see what I'm doing? So that you use this part to trace this other part. Is very simple, very simple and beginner friendly. Even a newbie can get it right. Can you see? So this is the back and the front panel. So after that, you're just going to cover it up, sew it all around, stitch it all around. Okay, with your lining to form your back pockets. Okay, after getting this part being done, I will now place my logo on my front pocket. After placing my logo on my front pocket, I've already cut out my lining, and I cut out this 13 inches by 11.5 inches lining. I'm going to sew the inner pocket. So I'll stitch this place straight. After stitching it, I'll carry one of the lining and place it as shown. Okay, then I'll turn it over so that I will know how to stitch it following the curved side of my lining, because I've already curved my lining. Okay, I've already shaped it. So can you see the result? So now we are going to sew our zip clothes to our panels. So I'll place my zip clothes good side facing good side. Can you see? I will align it very well. Then I will bring my lining and also place my lining, good side of my lining facing good side of my fabric. Then I'll stitch it. After stitching it, I will turn it and notch it. Notch these parts. Can you see what I'm doing? Just notch this part. It's very, very easy, please. So after notching it, I will give it a very neat top stitch. Please give it a very neat top stitch. Apply your oil and be gradual in giving it a neat top stitch. Can you see? So after that, I will repeat the same method. I will sew the other part with the same format. It's very, very easy and beginner friendly. So just pay attention to your work, okay? And you'll get it at the end of your class. So please, if you have watched to this point and you find this tutorial helpful and educative, please can you just please give it a thumbs up. Just like this video so that it will reach a wider audience, okay? Thank you very much for your like. I appreciate you big time. So can you see the result? You insert your puller. After inserting the puller, this is my handle, which I measure 18 inches, okay? I measure 18 inches by 2 inches, then I fold it, but it depends on you. So after that, this is where I'm going to place it and stitch it. After stitching it, can you see the beauty? So we are working on our side, the corset, which is measuring 24.5 inches by 5 inches. So the whiteness is depending on you, the way you want it. So I will now mark out 1 inch by 5 inch. Can you see? The top side is where I'm marking the 1 inch. Then the downside is 5 inch. I will slope it. You understand? I will connect it just the way you are seeing me demonstrating it here, okay? So after that, I will do it for the all ages. Can you see the result? So I now notch all the parts that need to be notched. So it's now time for us to sew our corset to our back. I didn't lining this corset because it's a double face material. There is no need for me to lining it, but if you wish to lining your own, there is no problem. So please, if you find this tutorial helpful, educative and impactful, and you've not subscribed to my channel, please give it a subscribe, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. In case I upload any new video, you'll be among those that will be first to see it, okay? So to my returning subscribers, you know how much I love you, right? You know how much you mean to me, how much of importance I place you. That's why I make sure to bring the best tutorial for you. As far as my knowledge can go, I'll just bring it to you with the measurements, everything. After sewing it, you just cover it up with your bias tape all around, okay? So can you see I'm done sewing? So it's now time for us to open our bag to see what we've done so far. So please, my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, especially my subscribers, I love you so very much. I am seeing your likes, I'm seeing your shares, I'm seeing your prayers, I'm seeing your comments. You are just the best. Thank you so very much for always sticking around. Thank you for always clicking my videos. So can you see how beautiful this bag has turned out to be? Very, very easy. Can you see it? So please just go ahead and try yours, okay? And leave your comments down below. I'll be waiting to hear from you. So thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for everything, and see you in the next class. Bye.